Howdy friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Luke and today we got some plant mail, so stay tuned for more. My friend Adam over at Not Dude, I'll leave his info somewhere, sent me this box of goodies here. It, from my understanding, is a Hoya surprise. Hoya surprise. If you guys don't know Adam, check out his channel. Great content. Most of you probably know who he is anyhow because he's a force to be reckoned with in the plant community. We became friends via the interwebs. We kind of started watching each other's videos. We both nerd out about Disney stuff and about like camera stuff and now about Hoya stuff. He put together this little surprise box. I have no idea what's in there except he said Hoya surprise. So that could be a myriad of things and I'm just excited to jump right in. Where's my knife? Got my trusty unboxing knife. There's a little card, fun handwriting. Let's open this first. Oh, we got a little sticker. Love a sticker, a little Not Dude sticker, plant nerd sticker, if you will. It says, Luke, happy Hoya mystery box. I don't know if you currently have any of these in your collection, but if you do, feel free to pass them along to someone else. A few I know for a fact you do not have. Happy Hoya Day, Adam, name of plants on back. All right, so I just saw one. I don't want to spoil the surprise, so I'm just gonna kind of jump in and see what there is. I saw one, so that's kind of cheating, and I know it's one I don't have, but I looked quickly. I shouldn't have looked. Anyway, let's just kind of jump right in. We got some paper here. Let me show you the box. Just got some paper here, very well protected. Oh, they feel a little wrapped up, so pull some of that out. Oh, I don't know how many are in here. I just saw one name and stopped looking. So I have no idea how many are in here, but it feels like maybe a few. But let's just dive into this one. I don't know how I'm gonna identify them, but we'll figure that out. This is what I'll do is I'll open them. I'll see if I can guess what they are. We're kind of on the fly here. So I'll open them. I'll see if I can guess what they are based on just general knowledge. Then I'll set them aside. You guys can maybe vote down below as I open them. Maybe you can put, no cheating, you can put your thoughts down below. And at the end, we'll look at the back of the card. How's that sound? Sound good? All right, let's do it. First up, okay, let me show you this. First up is this one. I do not know what it is, and I do not believe I have it in my collection. Oh, there is a name on it, so I just saw what the name is. So maybe we won't have to do that. But this one looks like he labeled it just so he could kind of tell what it is. But this one appears to be a Hoya Sunrise, which is one I do not have in my collection. It's one I've had my eye on for quite some time and have just never pulled the trigger. I actually almost did recently. But, you know, for now I'm not going to unpack it all the way, I don't think. Or should I? I don't know. Maybe I won't unpack it all the way for now. I'll do that later. It's gonna get kind of messy. But yeah, first up, Hoya Sunrise, which they have a tendency to get kind of reddish with some sun stressing. So I'm excited to add this one to the collection for sure. How exciting. All right, we're just gonna kind of reach in here. All right, next up, number 2. What do we got? I'm still gonna try to cover the label and you can take a guess. So we can kind of follow the original format. And I won't peek either, and then we'll look together. So I can't see, I have the bottom covered, so I can't see what it is either. But I think this one looks familiar. I wanna say it's like a Sarawak. I don't know if it's that one or not. I've seen them a few times before. I don't know if this is that. So I remember because it almost looks like a carry-eye, but it's a little bit more kind of curly and kind of curls back a little bit. But I don't know if this is that for sure. But let's unwrap it all the way and see if we were right. If I was right. You're probably right in the comments. Does it say? It doesn't say. So this one will be a surprise until we get to the end. So put your comments down below. Let us know what you think. But I know for sure this one is not in my collection. You can see kind of there's 2 nice big leaves here. I'm guessing this is like the older growth. Maybe this is like some newer growth here. But also really nice roots in there. So you can see pretty good roots. And if you haven't seen recently, Adam did a video about how he propagates Hoya, and it basically lives true to this. Puts a hole in the bottom of a cup here, plants them right down in some soil, lots of humidity, but looks like that propagation method is working great because this looks like a great cutting. I'm not exactly sure what this is, so I'm excited to find out, but I definitely know it's not in my collection, so this will be a welcome addition for sure. Right, next up, this one feels light, so maybe it's just a cutting, or I don't know what this could be. Maybe it's something else. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, wow. Alrighty, so this is the infamous obovata splash, variegated obovata splash. Man, that's a mouthful. Oh, I'm so excited to have a piece of this. When I think of Not Dude, I think of this plant because it's like all over his Instagram. I don't know if it was like one of the first Hoya he got, but I think it's one he's had for a long time. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful specimen. Kind of inner variegation here. Lots of nice splashing around here. I've noticed that these obovatas are less round and more kind of crinkly. Just something I've noticed about this variegated version in general. But oh, I'm so excited that he added one of these. I almost forgot about this plant when I was opening the box, but yeah, this like says Not Dude to me. When I think about him, this is the plant that I think of. It'll be a nice cherished piece of the collection for sure. All right, we got another one here. This one feels to be in a cup. Ugh. Ah, who knew paper could be so hard to open? I also want to say this is a great way to package. You know, paper is recyclable, which is nice, versus like bubble wrap or polyfill. There's literally no dirt inside the box. Sometimes you get some shipments, there's like dirt everywhere, it's just a mess. This is very well packaged, so A+ on the packaging, Adam. This one, oh, I think I know what this is. So once again, I'll peel it back so you can kind of see. Who wants to take a guess on this one? It's hard to see with the glare from my light. It looks shinier. But I think, to be fair, I did see, this might be the one I did see. I think this is the croniana, if I'm saying that correctly. Croniana Black, if I'm not mistaken. I did see that name on the back of the card, and I do recognize this, I believe, as that. So this is kind of what I think about when I think of this plant. Kind of this shaped leaf, this darker reddish, greenish. It's coming through a little bit greener on the camera, but it's definitely a little darker in person. So like here you can kind of see it looks bright, but it's a little bit darker in person. And yes, I was correct. So this is the croniana Black, which is one I've had my eye on for so long. Oh look, we even got a root coming through. I've definitely complimented his so many times, so he was probably like, bro, I know he wants one of these because he's always telling me how beautiful mine is. I love Hoya that have a different color to them, so like the sunrise is a good example. This one's a good example, or like I showed in a previous video, my sigillatus that has like this purpley color. I love that in a Hoya. So this one is definitely gonna be one that I cherish. Oh, this one also has some really nice roots going on, so you can see down here, lots of roots growing here, and also over here you can kind of see some. So very well rooted. So I'm hoping this one takes off pretty quickly. Oh, look at this, and look at right here, you can kind of see this deep, dark purple color. They come in kind of this really nice color. That's hence the name Black. But yes, this is definitely a welcomed addition to the collection. Last but not least, let's see what this one is here. I double checked the box. I believe this is the last one, so let's kind of dive right into it. Ooh, what are you? I don't know what this is. Take a look here. So we can see, this one feels like a newer leaf. Lots of variegation here, so this is some sort of variegated Hoya. It kind of gives me like Crimson Princess vibes, but I'm not sure because the leaf shape is different. So I really don't know what this one could be, but I don't think I have it. Even if it is a Crimson Princess, I don't have one of those. So let's reveal and see if we can see what it is. Take your guesses now. Oh no, this is a Hoya acuta variegated. So one I don't think I've ever even heard of. Hoya acuta variegated, or variegata if you will. But how beautiful is this? Really high variegation on this one. Really pretty. Nice leaf shape too. I've never seen this, nor do I think I've heard of it. Lots of good roots. You can see tons of roots coming in here. Roots all the way around here. Based on the dates here, they've been propagating for almost a month, so this is a good system too to label everything. So A+ on your propagation method. Really shining through here. And it looks like we have a little kind of shoot coming up too there, so maybe they'll grow into, or continue growing into a vine. We'll have to see as we kind of open them up and get them sorted out. But so far, 5 out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which was way more than I was expecting. But 5 out of 5 Hoya that I do not have in my collection, that now I'll be able to grow and propagate and share with other friends. So how exciting is that? I'll definitely have to grow these out, take some cuttings, and then continue sharing with other friends and pass them along, just to keep the good Hoya karma going. But what a welcomed addition to the collection as well. All right, so now we'll kind of read through the card here. See, boom, card. It says, okay, here's what I've included. Hoya croniana black leaves, in quotes or single quotes. I think there's been some debate, and this may actually be a Hoya lacinosa black leaves, but gorgeous nonetheless. To be honest, I'm not sure. I have no idea. This is what I think of when I think of croniana, this kind of like spear head shape. So who really knows? I don't know, don't really care, frankly, but it's beautiful regardless, as he said. And there's a Hoya acuta variegated. Hoya daikia. Okay, so that's what this one is a daikia. I'm not super familiar with all of my Hoya. I just know it's a big old leafed Hoya, and daikia is the one it must be. So I don't know a ton about that, but I'll have to do some research. Hoya sunrise, which was the first one I opened up. Get some nice red coloration, so I'm excited to sun stress that. And then the Hoya obovata variegata splash. And there's a little note about that one. It says this one is just a recutting, not rooted. I have faith you can do that. Thank you. I'm glad you have faith in me. I have faith in myself as well. I think I'll be just fine. The only thing I ask is when, if you ever grow this out and cut it, please give the first cutting to someone to pay it forward. Of course, like I mentioned before, I definitely plan on paying it forward with all of these Hoya, especially this one, because this one, I know that I'm pretty sure Nicole has a piece of this. I think Becca has a piece of this. I think a lot of people have a piece of this plant. So it's like the Hoya that keeps on giving, from what I understand. But this is one that is definitely special. I'll definitely cherish it. I will grow it out. I will eventually cut it and share it. It might take some time before I can grow this out to cut it. But Adam, I promise you, I will, the first cutting, give to a Hoya head, just like us, so we can pass it along. And it can continue to live on in the Hoya universe. What a splendid box. I'm at a loss for words right now. I mean, this is incredibly generous. He sent it over to me just as something nice to do and just to share. He knows I'm a fellow Hoya head and like kind of took me under his Hoya wing. Most of mine are like pretty basic, kind of run-of-the-mill Hoya. I did a video recently about some of my favorite Hoya in my collection. And man, I should have waited because these would definitely make it in. But you know, maybe I'll have to do a part 2 of that video. He said he was gonna send over some cuttings. I thought maybe he was gonna send over like 1 or 2. I had no expectations, no preconceptions, if you will. I was just like, whatever you want to send, I would gladly accept, because I just think that's so nice. And he definitely blew me away with this box. Well, friends, that's all we got today. That's all we got in this little Hoya haul from my buddy Adam. What did you think about this box? Were you as blown away as I am? I just can't believe the incredible Hoya he sent over. So many unique varieties that all of which I don't have in my collection. They'll definitely all be welcome additions. If you haven't checked out Adam's channel, I'll leave his information down in the comments. But definitely check out his channel. Lots of good stuff over there. He's been a wealth of knowledge for me as I've gotten kind of more into Hoya and has become a really great friend. Let me know what you thought about these Hoya in the comments. Were you right on the guesses before we did the reveals? I'd love to see everyone's kind of answers down below. I was wrong on some of them for sure. Definitely wrong, but I'm interested to see how all of you fared in the little guessing game. If you liked what you saw today, give it a big old thumbs up. Hit that like button, really helps out the channel. Subscribe, hit that little notification bell over there in the corner. Just hit it. That will alert you every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you real soon.